According to many surveys, images takes up around 70% of the all data downloaded by web browsers. So you can see how much it is important to optimize image of your website. It is extremely important to optimize image using various ways to achieve a better performance. So one of the way you can optimize your image is by compressing the image. So image compression can be done in two ways. One is you can compress the image on the server on the fly. So you have your website running on a server. On the server you can install tools which can compress the images. Like you can see here, image mean, libvips, webp convert. These tools are available which you can install on the server. These tools are not out of box available to work with Magento project. You have to do some research and implement these tools on the server. It is a bit complicated to implement this. So this is the ImageMean module I was talking about. I will share the link with you so you can review the installation steps here and try to implement it on the server. And it will basically compress the images on the fly on your servers. So it might be possible you have already uploaded all your images on the server and it is a bit difficult to now rework on them locally. In those cases you can use these tools which will compress your images on the server. Now another way to compress the images is you compress them before you upload them on the server. Now this is the best way to compress the image for various reasons. One is, like, if you compress the image even before you upload, you are saving a lot of resources on your server. Basically you are optimizing the image outside your server. So unoptimized image file is not going to sit on your server and you are going to save these resources, which is going to help you further to save the cost, as well as it is also helpful because in the first image compression approach we are compressing image on the server on the fly, which is going to utilize server resource, as well as instead of making these resources available for the actual user, we are utilizing that resource to compress and optimize these images on the server. So the second approach is a good approach. You can work on this second approach to compress your image before upload. So there are many ways to compress the images before upload. One is, like, if you are editing your images in Photoshop, there you can work with your Photoshop experts and ask them to provide you image in the compressed form, keeping the quality of the image. Image quality is also important. So if you are compressing the image, we have to take care of the quality also. So quality should not go off while we are compressing the image, right? So this is also important. We have to compress the image, we have to minify it, but we have to also maintain the quality so that it will look good to the end users. Now there are few tools available for you to compress the images locally or online, like TinyPNG, TinyJPG, or there are many command line tools that you can use to compress the images. So this is the TinyPNG website which you can use to compress your images. Basically you can upload your uncompressed image here and they will compress it and give you a optimized version. So this is one way. Another way is there are many command line tools also which you can use to compress images in bulk in your folders, and then once you compress them, then you can upload those images in your website. But the next image optimization configuration that you can review is present in the Magento admin panel. So you can go to stores configuration, advanced system and image upload configuration section in Magento admin panel, and you can review what is the configuration present there. So let's head over to this setting in the Magento admin panel. So you can go to stores configuration and then you can head over to advanced system and image upload configuration section. So this is basically helpful when you are uploading the image in Magento admin panel for your products. Here you can see quality of your image is mentioned. When you are uploading the image in admin panel, it will maintain the quality percentage mentioned here, how much it will resize the image from your original image that is mentioned here. Like right now by default it is configured to be 80%. So when you upload the image in Magento, it will try to resize the image to its 80% quality. So it is not going to be 100% quality by default. So you can play around this quality configuration. Maybe you can decrease it to 70% or 60% and see. Still, if your images are looking good after changing this configuration to, let's say, 70% and uploading the images, and still those images are looking good, then you can go ahead with this setting. So you have quality maintained, as well as now images are resized to a lower size, so you are going to save the bandwidth. Another setting that you have to check is this enable front-end resize option is set to yes. It should not be set to no. These two settings you can check in configuration section and make sure this is correct to achieve a better image quality as well as improve the image size. The next thing that we have to look into the image optimization section is using the proper image format and resolution. So this is a very important thing that we have to take care when we are working on images. The image format is going to be very crucial in terms of image sizes, because generally the image size depends on the image format, which format image we are using, whether we are using PNG, JPEG or WebP format. Image size depends on that. WebP format is an advanced format which is very much optimized for images. Now Autobox Magento does not work with WebP format image, so if possible we have to use WebP format for our images. If not possible, then in JPEG and PNG you have to see what you can do to optimize the image size and resolution. But I will recommend to use the WebP format, and since Magento does not support it out of box, then what we can do is we can use third-party extensions available in the market to accept WebP format as image in Magento. Like we have extension from MagePlaza which helps us to upload WebP format. I am not affiliated with MagePlaza since their extension is quite popular. That's why I am recommending this. But you can check for other extensions as well available in market to see which one works for you. But this extension is quite popular. You can search for Magento to WebP and see what are the extensions available, or you can check Magento to WebP MagePlaza extension directly. So this is the Magento 2 extension by MagePlaza for converting images to WebP format. So you can try this extension and you can convert your images to WebP format. Other than compressing your images and using WebP format, you should also try to minimize the image size in terms of KB or MB. Your image sizes should be very minimum in terms of weight. By weight I mean KB or MB. Your images should not go in MB. Definitely image sizes in MB definitely is a very bad idea. It should be in KB. In KB also, in general, I have seen people using like 20-30 KB to 60-70 KB. That is a general good idea to have image sizes. But if I talk about product image, you should try to minimize as much as possible, keeping the quality of your image. If possible, try to bring the image sizes to like 30 KB or 20 KB, even if it is possible. Otherwise 40 KB is also fine, but you have to try to minimize it as much as possible, and keeping the quality of the image. Like it is not that you have to minimize it so much the quality of the image is gone, then definitely customers will not like the images. But you have to come to one compromise, like where you are balancing between image quality and image size. The next thing that you should do is crop your image to match its size with the display size of the image. Let's say we have a banner image and its size is 250 by 250 pixel. Now for this banner image we should not upload image of size 2000 by 2000 pixel. If the display area is 250 by 250 pixel, then we should try to upload a image of size 500 by 500 pixel, like 2x times of the actual display size, so that it maintains the quality of the image as well as its edges and colors. But we should not upload image of 10x quality, which is badly going to impact the speed of the website. So we have to take care of the cropping of the image, crop the image, maintaining its quality, and compare with the display size before cropping it. The next thing that you can look into is using the sprite images. This is basically a way to combine multiple images into one image. Let's say we have many common images in our website, maybe USP icons or some icons in the footer of the website, which is used in many pages. So we should try to combine all those small images into one sprite image and use that wherever applicable. So this is going to help us to minimize the server request, and ultimately it will help us improve the speed. So try to combine small images into a sprite image. The next important thing that we can do regards to images is using lazy load feature. So lazy load feature is basically a way to only load the required images in first go. Let's say we have a category page where 24 products are loaded in first go. So when we land on the page, in first instance, let's say only 9 products are visible and we have loaded 24 items in the page. So images for all these 24 products should not load in advance. What should happen is, when we scroll down from first set of 9 product to another set of 9 product, that time images for those next 9 products should load. So this way we are going to save the bandwidth. Instead of trying to call images for all those 24 products in one go, first we are loading images for 9 products, then again when user is browsing, user is scrolling down, again we are loading image for only 9 products. And in some cases even many users, they land on the page but they do not scroll down on the page. So we are saving all those bandwidth, we are saving all the time taken to load all the images in the first go. So only load the images which is visible in the screen. This technique is called lazy loading. Basically we are deferring image in first load and only we are loading them on the demand as the user is scrolling down. So this feature again is not available out of box in Magento, but there are many extensions available in the market which can help you achieve this feature. So there are extensions by Amnesty, WeltPixel and many other third-party vendors who are selling this extension which you can use. So this is the lazy load extension provided by Amnesty. You can review whether it is compatible with your Magento version or not. Ideally they keep it updated and make it compatible with latest Magento versions. You can review this, and if you like it, you can implement it in your project. There are many other extensions also you can review, and if you like them, you can install them to achieve lazy loading functionality. Another thing that we should review in terms of image optimization is we have to look at the suggestions provided by Page Insights or GTmetrix wherever we are testing our website for page load. So these tools also provide lot of information about specific images. Let's say we are on the home page of the website and some banners are uploaded in the wrong format or they are huge in sizes. Then in those cases these tools, they give a suggestion, okay, following images are huge in size, they have opportunity of optimization, please optimize them and upload. For the demo purpose I have uploaded a big image here, and when I ran Lighthouse report again, I can see in avoid enormous network payload section that image is mentioned here. So this is the image I have uploaded, and you can see the transfer size, it says 286 KB, so it is taking 286 KB from server to browser. So this is big, and the tool is recommending us to optimize this image to minimize network payload. So this is the area where you can review and check what are the images which are uploaded in big sizes which needs optimization. Another thing and very important thing is you should use CDN for your images. We are going to discuss the CDN implementation in detail in another video, but for your images you should definitely use CDN to upload static resources on the CDN website compared to loading images from your own server without a proper caching mechanism.